Johanna Duggar secretly married without her parents' consent, leaving Jim Bob devastated. Why did she defy family tradition, and what happens next? Watch now to find out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. In an unexpected and highly controversial move, Johanna Duggar, one of the youngest members of the famous Duggar family, has tied the knot in a private ceremony without the consent or even the knowledge of her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. The event, which has shocked the Duggar household, marks a dramatic departure from the family's traditional values and courtship practices, leaving Jim Bob devastated and struggling to come to terms with his daughter's decision. This news has stirred up much speculation and controversy within the Duggar family and among fans of the hit reality TV show 19 Kids and Counting. For years, the Duggar family's strict values and emphasis on parental control in matters of relationships and marriage have been a cornerstone of their public image. Johanna's choice to marry without family involvement is seen as a direct challenge to these long-held beliefs, shaking the foundations of the Duggar family's dynamic. The shocking revelation came when Johanna Duggar, at the age of 23, took to social media to announce that she had married her longtime partner in a small, intimate ceremony. The wedding took place quietly, with only a few close friends and family members in attendance, excluding her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle, who were completely unaware of their daughter's plans until after the event. The announcement sent shockwaves through the Duggar family, leaving many of Johanna's siblings and extended relatives struggling to understand how she could have made such a bold decision without consulting the family. For Jim Bob, this was not just an act of defiance, it was a complete breach of the family's values and traditions. As news of Johanna's wedding spread, Jim Bob was seen struggling to process his emotions. Patriarch of the Duggar family, who has been known for his strict control over the lives of his children, including their relationships and marriages, was left devastated by the realization that one of his daughters had married without seeking his permission. In a candid conversation with Michelle, Jim Bob opened up about his heartbreak. "I feel like I've lost control of my family," he confessed. "Our children were raised to respect our values and traditions, and now to see Johanna make this decision on her own, it's just hard to accept." Jim Bob's emotional reaction comes as no surprise, considering his strong influence over the family and the couple's strict courtship rules, which involve extensive parental involvement and approval before any marriage can take place. The idea that Johanna could have made such an important decision without his consent challenges the very foundation of the Duggar family's beliefs. While Jim Bob was struggling with his feelings, Johanna Duggar sat down with her siblings to explain her decision. In an emotional but composed statement, Johanna revealed that her decision to marry in secret came after months of contemplation and deep reflection. She admitted that while she respected her family's values, she felt the need to follow her own heart and make a choice that felt right for her, even if it meant going against the grain. "I've spent so many years listening to others about what I should do with my life," Johanna explained. "And after much thought, I realized that I need to take control of my future and make my own decisions. I love my family, but I also love the person I've chosen to marry, and I felt that this was the right time for us to start our lives together." Johanna also acknowledged the pain her decision may have caused, especially for her father, but emphasized that this was a step she needed to take for her personal growth and happiness. "I hope that one day my family will understand and accept my decision," Johanna added. "I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I just want to live my life the way that feels right for me." As the news settled in, the Duggar family's reaction to Johanna's wedding was one of division. While some of her siblings expressed support for Johanna's decision to marry on her own terms, others were more hesitant, torn between their loyalty to their family's values and their love for their sister. Johanna Duggar, Johanna's older sister, was one of the first family members to speak out publicly. She expressed her concern over Johanna's decision, stating that while she loved her sister, she felt that Johanna had made a mistake by marrying without parental approval. "It's always been our family's tradition to consult with our parents before making such a big decision," Johanna said. "I just wish Johanna had done that so we could have supported her more." On the other hand, some of Johanna's other siblings, like Jessa and Jinger Duggar, were more understanding of her choice. They acknowledged the importance of family but also emphasized the need for personal autonomy. Jessa shared, "We may not agree with every decision Johanna makes, but we respect her right to choose what makes her happy. That's what family is about, supporting each other even when we don't always see eye to eye. The division of opinions within the family only deepened the tension and made it harder for Jim Bob to come to terms with the situation. As a father who had always made key decisions for his children, Jim Bob now found himself in a position where he had to rethink his role in his children's lives as they reached adulthood and began making their own choices. In the aftermath of Johanna's wedding, Jim Bob and Michelle struggled to find common ground on how to move forward. Jim Bob's emotional devastation and Michelle's more measured response created tension between the couple, with Jim Bob feeling betrayed by their daughter's decision. Michelle, on the other hand, was more focused on trying to support Johanna, despite the hurt she knew Jim Bob was feeling. "I understand that Jim Bob is upset, but I also want to be there for Johanna," Michelle said. "She's our daughter, and she deserves to feel loved and supported, even if we don't agree with her decision." Despite their differences in approach, the couple worked together to navigate the fallout from Johanna's marriage. Jim Bob, however, struggled to find peace with the situation, and his emotional state became a point of concern for the family. As Johanna embarks on her new journey with her husband, it remains to be seen how her decision will affect her relationship with her parents and the rest of the Duggar family. While there are hopes that time will heal the wounds caused by her secret wedding, there is also a growing realization that the Duggar family's dynamics are changing. Johanna's marriage marks a significant shift in the family's values and how they approach relationships. With several of the Duggar children now adults, the family is facing the reality that their children are becoming more independent and making choices that may not always align with Jim Bob and Michelle's ideals. This new phase could bring about challenges but also opportunities for growth and change within the family. Johanna Duggar's secret wedding without family consent is undoubtedly a game-changer for the Duggar family, leaving Jim Bob devastated and the family reeling from the unexpected turn of events. As the family navigates the fallout and works through their differing opinions, one thing is clear: Johanna's decision marks a pivotal moment in the family's journey, one that could redefine the Duggar legacy for years to come. The future of the Duggar family remains uncertain, but what's undeniable is that Johanna is stepping into her own life, ready to make her own choices and create her own future, one that may not be bound by the expectations and traditions that have defined the Duggar family for so long.